Now, how's the experience going so far working with your Cyberbacker then, for the past few years?
It's been good. It's been good. I don't think I could have got through the last 2 years without him.
Now, I know you've mentioned that you've been working with Cyberbacker for a few years now, but what about now? What comes to mind when you hear that word today, Cyberbacker?
Leverage, administrative help, virtual help.
Virtual help, virtual leverage. For example, someone would talk to you, reach out. Hey, what advice could you give me? I'm planning to work with someone virtual. How did you do it? How did you create a successful partnership with your Cyberbacker? What would you say to that person?
One, realizing, depending on where the person's background and everything, if they're thinking someone physically there versus virtual, preparing them for that. And, like I said, makeup of the world and virtual employees. A lot of federal employees are virtual. A lot of private corporations have employees that are virtual around the world. And then two, having their own systems. And your Cyberbacker can only go as far as you can, at best. So if you can't, it's not really like an open box. You kind of have to, like anything, just like if someone's physically here, if I had a physical admin, it'd be a lot of training, development, and meetings. And that's kind of where our relationship started. It was just a lot of training, meetings, new activities, standard tasks and procedures that are just done to keep the daily operation going. And you have to have that laid out for somebody to be able to do. And that could be in person or virtual. This is going to be the same process.
Now, can you describe to me what a typical day of work with you and your Cyberbacker looks like? Let's say a normal Monday, a normal Tuesday. What does that look like for you and your Cyberbacker?
It could be everything from, there's a lot of lead organization, database organization that I assign my Cyberbacker. So that's generally like the first part of the day is going through that. Tasks, there's certain activities she'll help follow up with, like more minuscule, admin stuff that she'll reach out. There's some other standard procedures, like we had a couple closings this week. So the procedures there, social media, everything from social media posts to seeking reviews and managing that aspect of the business. Because even in my role is designated to handle certain activities that generate revenue, and other stuff that has to get done has to fall back on the your back team. More or less like your Cyberbacker, all your virtual VAs, in-person people. So just knowing that I had to push a lot of those other tasks over, and that ended up creating her day, and then my day looked different because I just focused on revenue activities.
One of the things that we love to talk about with our clients, of course, and working with clients like yourself, is hearing about your, of course, fantastic results that you've achieved ever since you partnered with your Cyberbackers. So sharing those success stories with our audience could be very inspiring and educational to them. So can you give us one of your biggest wins from the past few years, probably that you've been working with Cyberbacker? And if you have any data or probably any metrics that you can share?
I don't have any metrics like graphs or anything that's pulled up. The only thing I know is one of the things that has helped is paperwork preparation. Has been huge. It helps me move throughout the day quicker. Situations where if I'm working with somebody, they want to write an offer and I'm out on a tight schedule, they can literally do that on the back end. A Cyberbacker can pretty much take care of that. I review everything and they'll send it on while I'm working. So it's literally like not having to run back home and write an offer for somebody. Someone actually is doing that while I'm either, in the field or doing something else. It's true. The same is true with lessons and other things and other administrative tasks that just come off the plate.
For sure, once we have this online, your Cyberbacker is going to be able to listen and watch this. So I was just wondering, do you have any special messages or quick shout out you'd like to give out to your rockstar Cyberbacker?
And New Orleans did a great job, and we definitely appreciate having her on the team and the group, and couldn't have made it the last couple of years without her. So I'm definitely grateful for the partnership and the service and everything she brings.